All right, algebra lesson 1.2. You guys need to whisper. You guys need to write the vocabulary. You have 2 words. Shouldn't take you very long. And then we will continue. All right, so tell me what the inverse operations means. Nico.
2 operations that undo each other.
Right, we've learned some of those already, right? What's an inverse operation we've already learned? Add, subtraction. What's another one? Multiply, divide. Very good. All right, somebody tell me what mean means. Chloe.
The sum of a numerical data set divided by the number of data values.
Right, we did that on the runners. We added them all up and divided by the total number of days we ran. Very good. Multi-step equation. That just means there's more than one step to solve it. I don't think we need to be super deep. All right. Example 1. Write this in your journal. Why am I not recording? I am. It's just slow. All right. So rewrite the equation 2.5x minus 13 equals 2. So normally we would just divide the 2.5 away from the x and solve, right? But you see the pesky little negative 13 in there. So we're going to have to do 2 separate steps to solve this. So what is the first step that we're going to do, Chloe?
You're going to get rid of the negative 13.
Correct. You deal with the number that's not attached to the letter. So we're going to move the negative 13 by adding. Inverse. Very good. So what's 13 plus 2? 15. So now we're left with just the number attached to the letter. How do we move the 2.5?
You divide, since it's multiplication because the variable is next to it.
Correct.
You divide 2.5 15.
Absolutely. So what's 15 divided by 2.5?
6.
Ta-da! So the solution would be x equals 6. Make sure you're circling or boxing your answers. Any questions? Sweet. All right, you have, let's do example 2. All right, so we're going to solve negative 12 equals 9x minus 6x plus 15. So write the equation first. What is the very first thing we need to do? Take a wild guess. Yeah.
Since there's 2 alike variables, we're going to solve them first.
Combine like variables, yes. So we're going to combine the 9x and the 6x. So you're going to subtract what?
9 minus 6.
9 minus 6, which gives you
3x.
3x. So now what's the next step?
And then inverse operations. So
Yep.
minus 15.
Minus 15.
Which we have both sides.
Yep. So what is negative 12 minus 15? It's going to go further negative.
Yep. It'll be like 27.
Yes.
Negative 27.
Correct. And then your very last step?
Divide negative 27 by 3.
Negative 9.
Very good.
X equals negative 9.
Question?
So like, could we do over the rainbow? You know where like whenever you do plus 15, you do and then you do minus 15 on that side, and then you get negative 27 equals 3x, and then you divide it over, you still get negative 9. Could you possibly do
You're saying could we move the 15 up here first?
like move it like over to negative 15 minus 12. Like, we would. Because we did it in Miss W's class once, and
Too complicated though.
I mean, if you're coming out with the same answer, probably. But it sounds more tedious. But if it's working, yeah.
Tedious.
There's often more than one way to solve these problems. So if it's giving you the right answer, then I would assume you could do that. I don't think I'm understanding completely. So from this step here, you're moving the 15 first.
or you do the
So plus 15.
yeah, you do
Negative
negative
12 plus 15.
negative 50 plus negative 12.
Whoa.
Yes, which means the same as this. Yeah, so that's fine. All right.
That's all right.
Everybody have the example in your journals?
Of course.
I'm betting monitoring progress. Yep, 3 problems. Go ahead and work on those and
What is it to? Is it to like 12?
just go to number 3 to start with. All right, so let's look at example 3, algebra.
Alright, example 2.
Yep, example 3. Waiting for my camera to catch up. Come on. There it goes. All right, so you have 2, open parentheses, 1 minus x plus 3 equals negative 8. There are 2 ways to solve this problem. Okay, it's going to show you distributive property first, which is my favorite way. So this is the way I would recommend, but we'll show you the second way. You don't have to write both of these methods in your journal. You need to write one of them, so pick. So first step, of course, is to always write the equation. How do we do distributive property? Do you remember what that means? Chloe, go ahead. Oh, yep.
2 by the 1 and 2 by the x.
Very good. So 2 times 1 is?
2.
And then 2 times x is?
2.
Negative 2x or minus 2x. And then you just finish rewriting plus 3 equals negative 8. Okay? Then what would be your next step?
Adding 2 and 3.
By this.
Correct. She's combining like terms is what she's doing. So we're adding the 2 plus the 3, which would give you? 5. So you have negative 2x plus 5 equals negative 8. Now what's your next step?
Inverse opposite.
So you're going to move which number?
Negative 5.
It is a positive, but yes, you're moving it by subtracting it.
Yeah.
So what is negative 8 minus 5?
Negative 13.
Yep. And then our last step?
Divided by negative 2.
Correct. You can do 2 things here. You can divide it, which will give you a decimal answer. Or you can just simplify the 13 over 2 and leave it 13 over 2. I would accept either answer. Just remember a negative divided by a negative is a?
Positive.
Excellent. So your answer is x equals 6.5, or I would have accepted 13 over 2.
Are you recording?
I am. Oh, no, I'm not. I hit record. I don't know why it's being weird. All right.
Oh, it's not recording anymore.
Oh, no, just because I switched screens. But it didn't look like it was recording last time, and it was recording.
Oh, so maybe.
I'm just going to keep going. We'll see what happens. All right. The second way, again, you don't have to write this if you don't want to, is by thinking of everything here in the parentheses as a single quantity. So then we would move the 3 first, which would give you the negative 5. And then you have this. So in order to get the 2 away from this, what is this 2 doing right now technically? Outside of parentheses, it means it's multiplying. So opposite of multiply is? So then you divide by 2 from both sides. So then you're left with 1 minus x equals negative 5.5. Now we move the 1 by subtracting.
So can it just be 1 x minus 1 equals negative 5?
No, because it's not x minus 1, it's 1 minus x. So then you're left with the negative x. And then how do I get a negative away from a variable? You just divide by negative 1. Divide everything by negative 1. And you still get the same answer, 6.5. Now, why is it important to at least see this way? True, so you can choose. The biggest reason is there will be times when you're solving more difficult equations, when you get to Algebra 2, where it is easier to get it into this format and then move it. So it's important to know that if you get stuck trying to solve it the same old way every time, sometimes you got to think outside the box and get a little creative with what parts of the equation you move first. Does that make sense? So it's important just to know sometimes you can move other parts first. All right. Now you're doing monitoring progress 4 through 9. And then wait for me there. All right. So we're going to use the table to find the number of miles x you need to bike on Friday so that the mean number of miles biked per day is 5. So how do we find the mean? This was one of your vocab words.
3.5 plus 5.5 plus 0 plus 5 plus x.
Yes, we're going to add all of these up and divide by what?
4.
5, because there's 5. So let's write it down. 3.5 plus 5.5 plus 0 plus 5 plus x, all over 5. No. But don't forget to divide by 5. That's where it'll mess you up. If you don't write the 0, remember there's still 5 days. All right, so let's simplify the top. So 3.5 plus 5.5 plus 5 is what?
14.
So you get 14 plus x over 5. Now what's the next thing we should move? Take a wild guess. It's okay if you're wrong.
X.
Nope. We're leaving the x there. We want to move everything away from it.
5.
Yes, because there's a divide sign here. What's the opposite of that?
Times.
Multiply times 5 on both sides. So then you have 14 plus x. Shh, whisper. Well, and then what's our next step?
To cancel out 14
By doing what?
by doing reverse operation, inverse operation,
Which is what?
which is minus 14.
Subtraction.
Subtraction.
So then 25 minus 14 is 11. So on Friday, how many miles do we have to run? Or bike?
11.
Biking. I could bike 11 miles. I could not run 11 miles. I could bike 11 miles.
I like that.
Don't forget, this is a word problem. So what do you need to include on your answer? Subtract.
Miles?
Miles. Word problem, there's always a label. So don't forget the word miles. I didn't take off for it yet on people's papers. I'm just showing you, but I will start taking off for it. When you forget the label, you lose half a point. On word problem. So you need to have 11 miles as your answer. Don't forget the word miles. All right, any questions on how we did that?
Nope.
All right, let's see if do you need me to reopen that? All right. We're going to do the last example, but let me reopen this for her real quick.
Let me just write it down.
Wait, what'd you say?
So we're going to do the last example real quick, guys. Good? All right. All right. Don't forget to do monitoring progress 10 as homework. Here is example 5. All right, your school's drama club charges $4 per person for admission for a play. The club borrowed $400 to pay for costumes and props. After paying back the loan, the club has a profit of $100. How many people attended the play? All right, so we have to figure out how many people showed up. So that's our variable is people, right? The number of people. So we could use N or X or whatever we want for the variable. Okay, we know the ticket price, correct? 4 times a variable, X, right? We don't know, or N, whatever you want to put. How much did we borrow? We borrowed 400, so you got to subtract that from the ticket sales. And then that equals, how much did we make? $100. So we're going to do 4x minus 400 equals 100. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So then our first step is to do what?
Inverse.
Yep, which means we're going to
Plus.
We're going to add. It's a negative 400, so we're going to add 400.
500.
Yep.
So then
And then,
4 divided by 5.
yep, divide 4 away.
500 divided by 4.
So this was a word problem. So what is 125 what? People.
Couldn't you just divide 500 by 4?
I mean, we did. I need to see you can do the steps, though. Yes, you can do that. You are correct. But I need to see that you can do each of the steps. All right. I believe that's it for the examples. So you need to do 2 problems, monitoring progress 10 and 11, and then you guys are done.